Alright, welcome back everybody. Arizona Unplugged channel. You got me out here at the fire pit. We're gonna cook some dinner here pretty soon. It is a little bit early. I don't know why she wanted me to start the fire this early. But probably because we're making ribs. That's something that you gotta do low and slow, right? So you got a nice little stockpile of kindling wood here. And let's see, the tiki torches, that's the garden beds, or it's going to be the garden beds up there on that level. And then get the fire, I don't know if you, there it is, yeah. Get the fire going, just started it. I'm going to tell you guys a little story, and then a couple of announcements, I guess. Get this thing situated. My phone's dying, so I got to have it plugged in right now, and it's kind of awkward with the cord. But, so about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, something like that, I want to say 2012, 2013, somewhere in there, I was contacted by Nat Geo, National Geographic. They wanted to know if I was interested in being part of their Doomsday Preppers TV show. And I talked with the fella, he's a nice guy. I turned him down. This is like right when I started my Backcountry Preps channel. So it was all about prepping. You know, I showed a lot of stuff in my videos with my gardens, my greenhouse, my orchard, all my livestock, and you know, all the things I guess you would call a prepper would be interested in. Anyways, they called me, asked me if I wanted to be a part of the show. I said no. And the main reason, basically, you know, out of all the episodes they did, out of all the people they had on their show, there's like a handful, I would say 2 or 3 tops, that I would say, man, these guys got it down. These guys are doing it right. All the rest, I'm trying to think of nice words, but you know, but be accurate in description. They're morons. A lot of them are morons. A lot of them have this fantasy of, you know, surviving the apocalypse. You know, you have that one kid on there trying to make body armor out of like ceramic tile you buy at Home Depot. You know, stuff like that. Apparently, oh, by the way, that guy got busted by the feds because on the show he had firearms in his hands, on his person, and apparently he was a convicted felon, and you're not supposed to have firearms. So they arrested his butt. So not very smart people. And you know out here in the homestead, northern Arizona, we don't have satellite TV. All we have is internet. We have Starlink, so we got YouTube and we got all that stuff on our TV. I've been watching all the Doomsday Prepper episodes, not for anything other than to see if I can get any you know, glean any information that I can use or something that I may be lacking. And I'm still learning stuff, guys. Like I said, there were people on that show that were great, and even kind of the morons, some of them still had a couple ideas that are decent here and there. And I think it's important to keep learning. You know, keep going, keep learning. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I started this fire. Where's it at? Right over here. I'm not even going to show you. I have a turbo torch. You know, I'm a plumber. And we use turbo torches to solder pipe. So I started that fire with a turbo torch, a bunch of kindling, some cardboard, and, you know, one squeeze of the trigger, the turbo torch, and we have a full-on fire. So I'm watching these guys this morning in particularly eating bugs. His family, him and his whole family are eating bugs and, you know, sauteing mealworms and, you know, picking bugs out of rotten logs and eating them. You know, those guys, and the guys building fires with sticks. You know, I have appreciation for the old ways. Number one, I think it's great to know how to start a fire just with sticks. But goddamn, you go to a 7-Eleven, you go buy a whole case of Bic lighters that will last you half a lifetime for like $20. Why would you not have Bic lighters Why are you rubbing sticks together? Now, again, paying respect to the people that, came before us. Those, before the big days. Trying to not be disrespectful to that, because that's what they had at the time. That's what they used. Now we have lighters and turbo torches and all kinds of fire starting equipment. Why are you rubbing sticks together? Now, again, it's a great skill to know, but I would say only preoccupy yourself with that type of thing after you have a case of big lighters. you know, Again, it's a great skill to learn if you have the time, but if you're behind the eight ball, so to speak, and you're not prepared, with things that you can easily acquire right now, who's eating bugs when you should have a stockpile of beans, rice, band-aids, bullets, everything Cass says. You should have all that stuff stockpiled. Why are you worried about eating bugs when you have grocery stores full of food? If you like the taste of bugs, yeah, go for it. Personally, not going to happen. Not going to happen. I'm not interested at all in learning what a cricket tastes like. Not interested at all. I would rather have 100 pounds of rice than 1,000 pounds of crickets. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, great skills, great experience to do that. But in my opinion, and this is merely my opinion, guys, adventure into that realm after you have all your regular preps together. You got cases of spam, okay, go eat some crickets and some centipedes. Rub some sticks together for fire, go for it. Bushcraft is awesome. I think it's great. And, in a grid down scenario, in a Mad Max scenario, that would be great. Me personally, I foresee more centralized hotspots. Usually, in my mind, big cities that are democratically ran. You got the blue cities. That's where your hotspots are going to be. And 2020, 2021, and even today has kind of taught us that that's where the hotspots are. You go to a rural, red area, conservative area, you don't have the mess that you have in the blue cities. You just don't. People like us, we're not like that. That's not us. We're not violent people. We just want to be left alone. We just want to be left alone. So, yeah, I turned down Nat Geo when they wanted me to be on their Doomsday Prepper channel. Now, there's some good guys on there. I know James Yeager was on there. God rest his soul. He passed away last year. Sean over at The Angry Prepper, he was on there. I did a video with him once. Cool guy. He was on there. He was featured on there. There's a few YouTube preppers that have been on there. I'm just not interested. Your reputation is what you surround yourself with. What what do they say? You're only good as the people you're around. I don't want to be associated with people that, for the most part, aren't people that I would normally hang out with anyways. So why would I want to be on their show? I don't even know if they get paid for being on their show. I don't know. All these guys, they're showing off their preps. Some of them, their locations are compromised. There was another one. It wasn't Doomsday Preppers, but it was a documentary by this fella. I forgot his name, and damn it, I'm sorry. I should remember this if I'm going to mention it on a video. But Pastor Joe Fox was on his show, on his, I don't know if it was a podcast or whatever. But they went out to Missouri and they interviewed him and his groups and all that stuff. I had my feelings on Pastor Joe Fox from 10 years ago. We kind of got into it a little bit, him and I, but not a big deal. He has some great information. He has some great skill sets. The way he's running his prepper group, I think, is, for him, it's top notch. So, Pastor Joe, if you're watching this, I doubt if you are. I know we had our issues, but I respect you. And I respect you even more now after I watched that show and kind of got more of an in-depth view of your life and what you're doing. I kind of think you're pretty awesome, and you got some good people in your team. So that's pretty great. Viking Preparedness, by the way, is his channel, Pastor Joe Fox. Good Good guy. Go over there and subscribe. If you're not already, you most likely are. Everybody knows Pastor Joe. And I honestly, I think he's a good guy. He really is, and I think he's doing a great job. So yeah, other than that, I'm not interested in eating bugs. I'm not interested in rubbing sticks together. We have the technology now, and in most cases, everything is still affordable to be able to stockpile it and be at the point where you can start a fire in 5 seconds instead of 5 hours. So I'd rather have a Bic in my pocket than 2 sticks in my backpack. Again, not knocking survivalists, not knocking bushcraft people. I think their skill sets are awesome, and at some point, I would love to learn all that stuff. I can do it. I've got the basics. It's just, if you're in a Mad Max situation, the last thing you want to do is spend hours trying to get a fire together, or build a brush shelter, a debris shelter, when you could just throw a tent up in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If it's Mad Max scenario and you're forced to live a life like that, I want it quick, easy, and efficient. And I want it to work well. I don't want to spend hours building a camp when I could do it in just mere minutes. Just because we have technology now. We have the ability to have all this stuff. But again, I'm not downplaying, and I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this. I'm not downplaying you bushcrafters. Not at all. I think it's awesome skill set. After you have everything set up. Just my opinion. Once again, guys, just my opinion. So that's my Doomsday Prepper story. We're going to cook some ribs tonight on this fire as soon as I get these nice bed of coals going. Mama's got the Brussels sprouts and bacon waiting for me. I'm having a nice glass of Cabernet Sauvignon. That's how it's spelled, Sauvignon. But couple quick announcements, if you guys are still here. Today, September 2nd, is officially 1 month, exactly 1 month, that we have become full-time off-grid homesteaders out here in northern Arizona, on this ranch that we've had for about 6 years or so, and it's finally now livable. Rebuilding everything, getting everything fixed up and cleaned up, getting the mice out. We got a bunch of cats here now, so they're taking care of the mice issue in the shop. It's no longer an issue, thankfully. My wife's been working super hard cleaning things out and getting things organized. She lives for that stuff, man, and she just doesn't stop. She's always cleaning and organizing and reorganizing and re-cleaning. I think she has a cleaning habit, guys. No, she's not available. Don't ask. So that part's done. So today is officially 1 month, and we're loving it. We are loving it. We're going to town tomorrow to run some errands. I still have a lot of stuff to build out here, and we're going to Home Depot, get some material, and get that going on. William's got school tomorrow. Today's a holiday, by the way, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. What else is going on? William's getting very good at shooting the .22. We're at about probably 30 yards from where we shoot to the target, and he's getting about 50%, and that's about an 8-inch target, so he's doing pretty damn good for a 4-year-old. So that's that. One last thing before I let this video expire, and the wife and I talked about it yesterday, and this is pretty interesting. For the last, and we discussed this together, this is the first time that in about 34 years, the first time at the beginning of a month, in which we are now, that I have not had to pay a rent or a mortgage. This is the first time in 34 years, guys. I've been on my own. I lived on my own since I was 16. I had my own apartment at 16. And being that I'm 50 now, that would make 34 years. I didn't have a rent payment or a mortgage payment, or an electric payment, or a gas payment, or a water payment, or a trash payment. So it kind of hit home yesterday. It kind of hit home. What's up, buddy? You want to say hi? Making a video. Come here. So first time in 34 years, guys, not worrying about a rent or a mortgage payment. Pretty good feeling.
Hi.
Hey, I told him you're doing good at your shooting. What gun were you shooting?
The 22.
The 22. Does it have a scope? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he's doing good. So, why don't you throw some wood on the fire?
Yeah.
No shoes. How he does it. He's got like iron feet. So anyways, I'll cut the video here, guys. If you enjoy this type of content, we're going to start building stuff soon. As soon as the house stuff is done, because for me that's kind of boring. I want to do fun stuff like gardens and build stone structures and stuff like that. I'm going to take you along with me on those journeys. But for now, we'll just do these little campfire talks, these little hiking talks. Just kind of get to know each other. If you guys are interested in homesteading and off-grid living, you know, solar systems, we're 100% on solar. We're 100% on rainwater catchment.
Look, does it look like a boat?
Yeah, it does. So we're totally off-grid here, guys. And if you're in that kind of content, you know, stay tuned. More videos to come. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as long as they're respectful, put them down in the comments box. Please consider subscribing. We just broke the 700 subscriber mark, which I think is awesome. Share this with your friends if they're into the survival, off-grid, homesteading, gardening, farming, ranch-style type of life. Hit me up, say hi, and consider subscribing. So I'll upload this now, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.